friends, it's Ashley from the Test Kitchen. We're gonna take your burger game up a few notches with a little French flair. Keep watching. Imagine this, two comfort foods coming together to create the ultimate eating experience. Classic French onion soup and a perfectly cooked juicy burger. It's like wearing footy pajamas underneath your favorite cozy blanket. Let me show you how to make it. We're gonna start by getting our onions caramelized. Go ahead and get your butter melting in a pan on medium-high heat while we slice up our onion. And just a note, as the butter slowly melts and simmers a bit, it will start to brown just slightly, and that aids in the flavor of caramelized onions. So let that happen, that is what we want. And with your knife, go really gently and try and get as even slices as you can and super thin. The thinness will help everything caramelize evenly, and it'll help get those onions nice and translucent, which is exactly what we want to see. Giving these onions a little bit of a stir to incorporate that butter, I'm gonna let them cook on medium-high heat for just a couple of minutes longer, and then move the entire pan aside, drop the heat to low, and let the magic happen low and slow, making sure to give them a stir every few minutes. Now onto the burgers. I'm using fresh thyme and shallot as ingredients that will be folded within the burgers themselves. This way, it adds a great depth of flavor, and they're already ingredients traditionally found in the classic French onion soup. I'm using fresh shallot within my burgers because it adds a really beautiful brightness to the bite of this burger, along with the creaminess from the caramelized white onions later. Oh, you cannot beat this. This is going to be delicious. I'm really attentive to the mixing in this. Make sure that we're using nice and light finger movements. We're not pressing everything together. As hard as it is to not want to squish your patties, it's better to lightly mix with your fingers. This recipe yields 4 beautiful burger patties. So the easiest way that I do this is I just take my full pound of ground beef and equally ball it into 4 balls for each patty. So that's what I'm doing here. So forming my patties, I'm really paying attention to leaving an indent. I'm gonna season with just some coarse salt and black pepper, and these beauties are ready for searing. And remember, you guys, seasoning is really important, so just be sure to season well on both sides. Great. Now I'm just gonna pop these in the fridge for a couple of minutes while I get our buns ready. For a really awesome burger tip, if you're not already doing this, add a little bit of mayo to your buns before you toast them. It adds really nice flavor, and it helps with even golden browning. It's definitely my go-to way to prep my burger buns. Once we have a nice crust of toasty goodness on each of these buns, I set them aside to start searing our patties in the same pan. Once your patties hit the hot cast iron, let them be. We want to create that great sear on a burger patty that everybody lives for. And that requires not moving them around, let the crust develop. While I let my patties cook, I keep an eye on them and I start to grate my fresh Gruyère cheese. This cheese is what makes French onion soup so fantastic. And I'm still being patient with my burgers, not messing with them too much. And checking on our onions quickly, they smell insanely good and super sweet. I'm adding a little bit of brandy to them. This rounds out the flavor and helps lift those yummy bits of goodness from the bottom of the pan. Oh my gosh, the crust. This is what a great sear can do for your burgers. Look at that, it's perfect. At this point, the burgers will only need a couple of minutes on this side to cook through. So I build my burgers directly in the pan. Start with a hefty pile of those caramelized onions, yum. Next is an equally hefty pile of that grated Gruyere. Oh my gosh, this is going to be great. Watch how this melts so perfectly over the sides of the burger. That's what you want. Overload that cheese. Also, I always strategically let the cheese spill off onto the hot cast iron pan and let it crisp up at the bottom. I tempt to ensure they're cooked to my liking and cover them up to keep them warm while I get ready for plate up. And look at this, that cheese pool, the gooey caramelized onions falling into that cheese. This is gonna be so good. So here it is. It looks so good, and that really oozy Gruyere cheese is just calling my name. I'm gonna take a bite. That is powerful flavor. The caramelized onion and that salty, really juicy burger. This is so good. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time here in the test kitchen.